welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight, we'll see the New York Liberty as they go up against the Dallas Wings. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. Look, when you come to Dallas, you can expect this crowd to be a legit factor for the Sky.
I'll tell you, this is a fun one. Fans around town are buzzing about this matchup. You can tell this game means a bit more to these two teams. We have a nice little rivalry tonight.
And so for New York, they dominated the season series last year, winning all 4 games against the Wings.
We're in the second half of the WNBA season now, and this can be a tough stretch for some teams.
Yeah, I mean, you're worn down both physically and mentally. But for the truly great teams, this is when they really start to pull away.
It can also be when teams that they're struggling really come apart. If things aren't working, it is so hard to stay locked in, stay motivated. Keeping teams together is a huge part of a coach's job.
Pass to Hayes. Zondelasini. Reiner, guarded by Young. Stevens, that's good.
Stevens can score from anywhere, but on the interior is where the defense really has to worry about her.
Right side, Young. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
You know, some players you give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Here's Zondelasini. Back to Griner. For 13, it's Cardoso with the rebound. Here's Young. Pass to Shepard. Lainey Hamilton. Here's Cardoso. The three-pointer off the mark. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Now Zondelasini. And that one drops.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. Jackie Young drives in. Makes it off the glass.
Flashy handles for Young. Certainly doesn't lack confidence on the floor.
And for Jackie Young, it was not an easy start to her WNBA career.
Yeah, she goes first overall in 2019, high expectations, and she shot just 32% in that rookie year. But things really clicked for her in year 4, 2022. Young winning most improved player, and of course, that 22 season, Aces, her team winning the championship.
Now here's Young, pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. The bank shot, no good.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
There's a screen by Stevens. And here's Cannon. Now Zondelasini. Pass to Hayes. Shoots over Wheeler. And it's Hayes missing. The Wings trail. Now here's Wheeler. Back to Lainey Hamilton. Now here's Shepard. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Wheeler. Beyond the arc. Lainey Hamilton. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Length and vertical jumping ability pay monster dividends for Griner as a rim protector.
Pass to Zondelasini. Here's Hayes. Three-pointer. It's Cardoso with the rebound. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
Number 45,
Pass to Griner. Now Zondelasini. Griner with the screen. Down low. That's in. She's got 2 made now, and she's shooting 2 for 3.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. Now here's Shepard. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Griner with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And it's Hayes missing. So it's Dallas now. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. She nails it, and we're tied up.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Outside, Stevens. Stevens the screen. From 12 feet out, it doesn't go for her. And here's Wheeler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Endor Fall. 4 on the shot clock. Over Stevens. Endor Fall can't hit. To the wing on the left. There's a screen by Stevens. To the inside. Dallas with the rebound.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Wheeler. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
Now here's Shepard. Pass to Endor Fall. From downtown, Zondelasini pulls it in. New York trailing here. Hayes with it. Screen by Griner. Cannon. Now Zondelasini. And Hamilton covering. And here's Hayes. It's good from long range.
I think she willed that shot to go in because she had started the game 0 for 3 and didn't want to keep it up.
Pass to Shepard. Now Young. The 3. No good there. Here's Griner. Outside Hayes. Zondelasini. Here's Stevens. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
Since the Wings moved to Dallas in 2016, it's been tough times for the franchise.
Yeah, first 9 years in Dallas, 1 winning year, 1 playoff series won. The good news for Dallas, I think winning the lottery in 2025 might change their fortunes.
You know, as good as Stevens is inside, she breaks the mold of your typical WNBA big. She can stretch a defense as good as anyone.
Good on the shot.
A nice conclusion to a good-looking possession. Coach has got to be happy about that one.
Now here is Ionescu. Guarded by McDonald. New York, no good that time either. And it's the Wings ball. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. The rebound by Brittany Griner.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession here.
She had no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important because probably would have been a quick 2 points if she doesn't knock it out of bounds. So I love that effort level.
Now here is Stevens. Pass to Cannon. Here's Mack. Here's Griner. Here's Stevens. Down it. Her second make in 4 attempts.
And I like the energy Stevens showed right there, refusing to quit on the offensive glass.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Sinks the three-pointer. Here's Mack. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Guarding by Griner. To the middle. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Scott. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. Here's New York now. They trail by 1. Pass to Stevens. Reiner. And here's Ionescu. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, Ionescu has the kind of range that you simply have to respect. She's such a reliable three-point shooter.
Scott hits the front of the rim and out. Now Cannon fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Liberty out in front. They lead by 4. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
Pass to Ionescu. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Whitcomb misses.
They did a very good job challenging that shot.
To the paint. Here's Suarez. She gets it in there.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Outside McDonald. Launches it. Great D that time from Sabrina Ionescu. New York leading. Here's Mack. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Ionescu. Three-pointer. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
Here's Whitcomb. That's good, and it's Erie McDonald with the assist.
And Whitcomb answering the 3 on one end with one of her own.
Whitcomb defending. Back to Ionescu for 3. Here's Jefferson. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Here's the treat. Streaky from deep. Once McDonald hits one, more can follow. Watch out.
Now here is Ionescu. Started by McDonald. Now here is Ionescu. 6 points for her. Yep, count it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
And the Wings call time here. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And for Sabrina Ionescu, the top pick of the 2020 draft, she had a bit of an inconsistent start to her career.
Spraining her ankle her rookie year and just playing 3 games. In her second season, she shot 38%. But you got to give Sabrina credit. The Walnut Creek Wonder works herself into the star we know today.
Now here is Hayes. Shoots over Wheeler. And it's Hayes missing. Here's McDonald. Wheeler. She's guarded by Stevens. Outside Young. Outside Wheeler. The Wings with another miss. Here's New York now. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Back to Ionescu. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Shepard. Pass to McDonald. Up and in on the layup.
Playing way above her listed height. McDonald, not afraid, down low.
Outside Hayes. Pass to Stevens. Ionescu. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Outside Young. Oop, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And Zondalasini gets it to go. Dallas trailing here. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Young. Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Knows how to move the ball around the floor. Shepard is pretty good at finding her targets.
Now here is Stevens. Defense right on her. Stevens the screen. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Another shot. Dallas with the rebound.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Wheeler. Takes the 3. Stevens grabs the board. And there's the foul. It'll go on Hayes. That's her first foul.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Both teams will make substitutions. Outside McDonald. Cardoso. She's guarded by Stevens. Screen by Cardoso. Young. And another miss by Dallas.
Didn't see that miss coming. She's usually so good from that range.
Pass to Ionescu. There's a screen by Stevens. The shot by Ionescu, no good. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Ionescu misses.
It's almost like she's trying to make things hard on herself. Work it around, get an easier shot.
Pass to Shepard. Outside McDonald. Now Cardoso. And stolen by Azare Stevens. Now Zondalasini. Here's Cannon, guarded by McDonald. Looking to end the drought, and she lays it up and in.
Found the soft spot in the D right there.
McDonald with it. He has 5. Jackie Young on the wing. Azare Stevens with some nice D.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Here's McDonald. Pass to Young. Screen by Young. Now McDonald from outside the arc. And it's Hayes with the rebound.
That's a look you can't pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Zondelicini can't get it to go. Here's Dallas now. 7-point differential. On the wing, Gary McDonald. Pass to Cardoso. 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2. That one's on Stevens.
Well, her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines. Did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie. Rim protection as well. What a future she has.
Now here is Hayes. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Dallas. Outside Young. Pass to Wheeler. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Jackie Young from outside. Griner with the rebound.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
Outside Hayes. Back to Griner. And she uses the glass on the layup. And we've reached halftime in this one. Liberty out in front, leading by 7. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. The second half just about to get going here. And, you know, Griner has been really making it happen here.
Well, I think it'll be important to see if they can stop her down in the second half, because so far they have not had any answer for her when she's down on the block.
Yeah, maybe mixing up her looks, bumping her out, front her, double down. Just do something to throw her off her rhythm.
New York leading. Outside Hayes. To the inside. Stevens. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Now here's Young. Guarded closely. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Shepard. In transition, here come the Liberty. And the shot goes in.
Good work in the transition game.
That's why when it's there, it's always a good idea to attack early before the defense even has the chance to set up.
Absolutely. So much easier to score in transition.
Now here's Young. Now here's Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. Lainey Hamilton. Off target with the 3. Pass to Cannon. The 3 is up. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in 3-point range. Now, I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Wheeler. Cardoso. She's guarded by Stevens. Rejected by Azurá Stevens.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
And that's how you defend. She wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
And really, those are the plays that get you out in front and also keep you out in front.
And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Wings able to keep the ball here. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Clock is at 3.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Is that good?
Misses the wing 3. A kick out to Hayes. Down low. Shot's good by Cannon.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they've controlled.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack.
Now here's Shepard. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Cardoso. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's New York now. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Pass to Cannon. And here's Griner. And here is Stevens. Guarded by Wheeler. Stevens, that's good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
Timeout. Oh, you know, I had to do a double take just seeing Brittany Griner in a new uniform.
Yeah, no longer with the Mercury after 12 marvelous seasons. Won a championship in 2014, 9 All-Star appearances, 2 scoring titles. Griner had an incredible impact in Phoenix.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Young. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Wheeler. Now here's Shepard. She's guarded by Griner. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Lainey Hamilton. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
A challenging stretch for Dallas here. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Pass to Wheeler. Now Cardoso. She's guarded by Griner. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Buries it from three-point range.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Timeout called the Liberty. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Griner. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, she's been a bright spot in what has otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And here is Stevens. Stevens the screen. Here's Cannon. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Pass to Wheeler. Young. Lainey Hamilton on the wing. Back to Cardoso. And that cuts the lead to single digits.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Griner with the screen. Pass to Cannon. Over Lainey Hamilton. And here is Stevens. And she gets the bucket.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
So it's Dallas now. They trail by 11. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Shepard the screen. Puts it up from 12. Stevens grabs the board.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
Now here is Hayes. She's got 5. Such a wide open look.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
So it's Dallas now. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Young. Shepard. Screen by Young. Here's Wheeler. She's guarded by Hayes. Wheeler can't get it to go. Now here's Griner. Hamilton covering. Back to Griner. That's her 6th make from the field. She's taken 9 shots and missed only 3.
And sometimes this team relies on Griner to shoulder the load offensively. And guess what? She's more than happy to do her part, score the points.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. 14 points for her. To the middle. Shepard. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepard can sure do some damage down low.
And the Liberty call time here. And it's New York's ball. And here's Zandalicini. Shot's good by Cannon.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton. Now here's Shepard. Outside McDonald. 5 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Here's Dallas now. They trail by 16. Poked away. Pass to Wheeler. Screen by Cardoso. Wheeler can't get it to go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's McDonald.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Wheeler.
2 minutes.
Pass to Shepard. Shepard the screen. Now here's Lainey Hamilton. He's covered closely. Cardoso. And Brittany Griner with the block. Over to the wing. Back to Ionescu. Pass to Griner. Shoots over Lainey Hamilton. And again, it's the Liberty missing. Now McDonald. He has 5. Here's Shepard. Inside. Trying to get back on track. Cardoso can't get it to go.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Pass to Cannon. Looking to end her cold spell. And Ionescu with the layup.
Given Ionescu's soft touch around the rim, defenses have to be extra careful about letting her inside.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Lainey Hamilton. No good with the triple.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. She's got 14. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Cardoso. That's good, and it's Carrie McDonald with the assist.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Now here's Ionescu, guarded by McDonald. Outside Hayes. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Liberty. They lead by 18. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Outside McDonald. Back to Young. This one for three. New York with the rebound. The kick out to Ionescu. Banked in off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's McDonald. Pass to Young. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Ionescu outside. From deep. Endorf with the rebound.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. She might want to avoid that shot for a while.
There's the triple. Stevens grabs the board. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Mack. Stevens in the post. It's a misfire, and she's now 4 of 9 from the field. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it.
Liberty ball.
Couldn't quite hang on to it. They can't afford too many turnovers.
And the Liberty making a change here. Now here's Ionescu. Guarded by McDonald. Pass to Cannon. Now here's Ionescu. New York, no good that time either.
The defense better watch out because she can make those three balls as we saw in the first half.
Here's Young. 6 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Azare Stevens with some nice D. To the paint. It's stolen by Jackie Young. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Whitcomb. The three. The shot, no good. Now here's Ionescu. D right on her. Drops in the layup for 2.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
Cans it from downtown.
That's her second triple of the half. None for her going into the break.
Pass to Stevens. Wide open. She's now made half of her 10 shots in the game, and that's her 5th basket.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
Now here's McDonald. And here's Young. From past the arc, Stevens grabs the board.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Wings foul.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New York Liberty.
On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Lynx in Minnesota. And then on Friday, they'll be playing the Sun in Connecticut.
But what a great opportunity it is for this team to take a step forward. Some tough road games coming up, but that's the kind of stretch that can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their confidence.
No good on that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And she can't hit the second. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Young. Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Liberty with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Now here's Griner. Yes, and a nice assist from Tiffany Hayes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Lainey Hamilton hits it from three-point range.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Hayes with it. Pass to Mack. Rondellasini. There's a screen. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. To the inside. And here's Griner. Here's Cannon. And that one's going against Cardoso. That is the first foul of the game.
Team foul. In for Liberty. Number 23, Azare Stevens.
Here's Hayes. Clock at 6. Steps back and fires. Off the left rim and out.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Shepard. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Now here is Hayes. Stevens. She's guarded by Stevens. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Back to Wheeler. Pass to Young. Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Cardoso.
Way to crash the offensive glass there. And once she gets her hands on it, you know it's going back up and in.
And here is Stevens. Covered by Cardoso. Here's Rondellasini. Reiner. Shot clock at 5. 11 feet out. And the shot is good.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Young. Wheeler. She's guarded by Hayes. Wheeler can't get it to go.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Now here's Griner. Over Shepard. Griner's shot is off. Man, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Young. And here's Cardoso. Screen by Cardoso. Lainey Hamilton. No good with the wing jumper. Outside Hayes. Down low. And stolen by Cardoso. And she banks in the layup.
And the touch Wheeler has inside is remarkable. For a smaller player, she looks confident attacking from there.
Timeout called the Liberty. Now Hayes. Here's Andalasini. Hits the three-point bomb.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over. So it's Dallas now. It's a 16-point game.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Outside Stevens. Zandalasini. Pass to Griner. 6 on the shot clock. It falls for basket number 9 from the field, and she's taken 14 shots to get there.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton. Shepard. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Here's Zandalasini. Reiner. She's guarded by Shepard. Shot from 12. It's good.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Now here's Young to the right side. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Back to Cardoso for 3. The rebound by Brittany Griner. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here is Hayes, guarded by Wheeler. And that one's good. Hayes
makes a good team a great team. It's Hayes' intensity that gets her whole team going.
Pass to Lainey Hamilton. From the arc. Rebound, New York. Here's Hayes. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.